after looking at the film last week? What do you think of just the game as a whole?
Yeah, we didn't play too good enough game, honestly. I mean, we had some good things, but we also had some bad things. We had a lot of penalties, we had turnovers and things like that. So I think as much as we can fix up on that little stuff and to this right here, I think we'll be fine and capable of winning again.
What stands out about TCU on film?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot from what I've seen previous years. A hard physical team. They all swarm to the ball. They got really good players. So, the things for us is can we execute what we do, and can we just get after those guys? They got a really good team, so we gotta come out with our hardest and win again.
College football nowadays, teams look different, very different year to year. Is that something where you can take some things away from last year and try and bring them into this year's game, or is it just a completely different team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we try to bring some things from last year, like the brotherhood we had last year. We try to bring this up to this year. The energy we had last year, we're trying to bring it up to this team right here. So I think just bringing little things over from last year, that was a really good team, and try to emphasize it to this team. I think that's the main focus of what we're doing right now, and I think it's coming along pretty well.
You guys have played some big games against TCU over the years.
Right.
What can you kind of tell me about that rivalry, and what does it mean to be a part of it?
Yeah, honestly, when I first came here, I knew nothing about it. But as soon as that week came up in my freshman year, I heard a lot about it. It was a really big and serious week and all of that. So it's a really big rivalry that's been going on for years, and we're just trying to go out there and win a regular ball game, and that's really it for us.
Is it kind of frustrating that at this moment where you guys are starting to win that game more consistently, that now they don't want to play it anymore?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know where that came about, but we won last year, and all of a sudden, it's like our last game platinum.
Does that? How do you not let that be something that kind of consumes you or the team while you're preparing and or playing the game, and just trying to treat it as we've got to focus on our task at hand?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a normal football game, honestly. Week to week, we try to go in and give our all and win a football game. I think that's the same thing we're going to do this week, just give it our all and go out there and win. I mean, also, we don't want to lose the last game, so, let's go out there, fire our butts off, and, get it up.
Is it fun that now Uncle Corey's on the other sideline?
Yeah, it is. Been talking some mess to him a little bit, and, we've been chatting back and forth about how this game going to go, so, yeah, I'm really excited to go. Those guys, my uncle.
Does he have the scouting report on you, or do you think you got some stuff that he doesn't know?
I don't know. He haven't said nothing, so I don't know what they got cooking up over there, but should do it.
You're getting RJ back involved with that touchdown. I mean, what that mean to just know that kind of build a little bit more of that confidence with him?
Yeah, it means a lot, honestly. Just going out there, getting the ball in his hands, letting him make plays, letting him make the crazy catches he makes. So I think it feels really good just to get him back involved in the game. A lot of joy came out when he scored that touchdown. It was a big one, so I'm excited for him, and he's welcome back touchdown.
TJ and what he's brought to the table. Yeah. What have you seen from him? Like, did you see it pretty early in fall camp where he was going to be able to be this type of runner for you guys?
Yeah, he's definitely a dude. Going out in fall camp, he made a lot of plays, but just seeing what he can do in the game, when it's people actually have to tackle him and all of that, how physical he is, how big he is, how strong he is, and how fast he is, it just emphasizes weight on the field and how, he's helping us out a lot, all the touches he has, and he makes them count, so.
It seems like the first three games, Brett kind of mentioned it, but there's good, there's bad, there's kind of what's going on at times. Yeah. How do you guys kind of just get to that point where the consistently good play comes out, and what are you guys talking about in the locker room to try and figure that out?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's football. Mistakes are going to be made. It's going to be ups and downs and all of that. But, the thing we just keep harshing is keep going, keep being consistent, keep doing your job at practice. Things will fall along. We keep practicing hard like we're doing right now. Everything will fall in place and we'll be way more consistent in games. So that's all we're harshing right now. It's to younger guys, older guys, just everybody just be consistent in practice and it will all come along in the game.
A couple of guys were banged up on the offensive line in the Missouri State game. Do you feel like the depth that offensive line was on display though? A couple guys go down, some other guys fill their roles.
Yeah, definitely. Those guys are dogs. They come each night at practice. They're hard at practice, but they're still going. No matter what, it could be an ankle, shoulder, all of that. Them guys are still going. So, it's no doubt in my mind those guys are going to rotate and fill the pieces, correctly. So.